Today, we're going to talk about jumping timelines. If you're new to my channel, hi, I'm Mitzi. I'm a frequency alchemist, and I help you remember who you truly are so that you can claim your soul gifts and step into the mission that you came here to do. So let's talk timeline jumping, shall we? What is it? It is a huge buzzword happening right now. The Schumann resonance is off the charts, and people are paying attention to that. And a lot of chatter about timeline jumping. So here's my perspective. We jump timelines about 1 billion times every single day. How? Think of it like this. Every time you make a choice, you've created another timeline. There are actually infinite number of timelines, parallel universes. If you're walking down the street and you go right, there's another version of you that went left. And each down these separate streets, making different choices and different decisions, each one of them creates different versions and different timelines based on the actions you take, based on those decisions. So every decision that we make every single day, we're choosing which timeline we want to be on. If you are deciding to avoid looking at something, say you have something that's a gigantic pain in your life and it's an emotion, got some emotions tied to it, and you decide instead to go watch TV, eat a whole bag of chips and a whole bag of Oreo cookies, that is the timeline that you're choosing in that moment to stay unconscious, to numb yourself out, to distract yourself. On the other side of that, if instead of sitting in front of the TV, you decide to take out a journal, maybe do some meditation, talk to somebody, that is a timeline in which you chose to be conscious about what needs looking at. So you're just going about your day and you are making these choices left and right, sometimes unconsciously making choices. Sometimes you give some thought to them and you make a different choice. But that is how we create 1 billion different timelines every single day after day, week after week, month after month. What's different right now, what's happening right now, is that more and more of us are choosing the ascension timeline. We're choosing to unravel, dismantle all of the crap that we've been living with, humans have been living with for eons now. So it's in that way, we're all choosing a different timeline together. We do this by calling out corruption, for example. We do this by stepping up and speaking out loud that we don't want something that has the status quo to keep going the way the status quo has been going. We do this when we put a spotlight on something and say, no more, we don't want to live that way anymore. That's what's happening on a massive scale, humanity-wide, the whole globe. All of the people are rising up in their respective spots on the globe and saying, no more. We're choosing not to live this way anymore. So that's why my perspective on why this timeline jumping has gotten a lot of attention. And when we don't know how something works, it's easy to get caught up in making it more of a mystery than it is. Now, maybe this doesn't feel like a mystery to me because I'm just so used to thinking this way. Maybe it is a mystery to people. I don't mean to belittle it that in that way. I'm just trying to demystify it, right? To try to explain, yes, we individually choose our own timelines multiple times every day, but collectively, we're also choosing this. And newsflash, we all agreed to be here at this point. We all chose to be on the planet, at this point in time to be a part of this mass shift in consciousness, this mass awakening that's happening. And in order for this awakening to happen, we have to dismantle all the things that no longer work, all the things that are the old paradigm, the old structures, the old institutions, the old way of being, all has to be unraveled, dismantled, dissolved, so that the new can be put in its place, can evolve out of that. So this massive timeline jump that's happening is more and more and more and more people are choosing to jump on this timeline moving forward in this direction that says, we're tired of this. We're tired of having our voices suppressed, for example. We're tired as women of not being able to speak up and share our healing gifts, as an example. We're tired of living under the fear and conditioning that says we're less than. We're tired of being told we can't connect to our divinity through ourselves, that we have to have a church to do that for us. All of that is shifting. So that's my 2 cents on timeline jumping, how it happens every day, and how we're all aggregating and combining and coalescing onto how we want to be in this new evolution that's happening for humanity. So let me know how that lands with you. Let me know if you have any questions, what resonates, or if how you see it, how you're experiencing your timeline shifts. Would love to hear from you. Just drop them in the comments below.